Hey everybody. I just wanted to um, pay my respects to DMX. I know that nobody can compare to Tupac, but at the same time, nobody really can compare to DMX because they're both like legends in their own right. Um, I grew up with listening to DMX actually, and just listening to some of the things that he was saying, when he was coming out against Hollywood. Um, he was very brave to do so, and just give his take on that. I think what happened to him is horrific. And I think so many, people are suffering from drug addiction. And unfortunately, um, we need to start, and not just the police, not within the police unit, but even within the communities, because every community is affected by this. Every one of us are affected by this, and every one of us knows someone who has been affected by this. And the communities, the people in the communities need to hold these drug dealers accountable for their actions, and they need to be stopped. We have to stop waiting for the police to take action, because all in all, and I don't care who likes this and I don't care who doesn't like this, our government doesn't seem to care that our people, our communities are affected by drugs. They allow this to keep continuing. In fact, they're responsible for allowing much of the drugs to come into our country. And so we can't depend on the authorities or law enforcement to take action against this. We need to have community watch in our communities and say enough is enough. We need to fight back against these drug dealers, because they don't respect you. They don't respect your family members. And they're about the money, and they could care less. And the people that's making more money than even the drug dealers is the government, these politicians. And so and the cartels, we have got to start standing up in these communities and putting an end to it ourselves and saying enough is enough, and don't allow it in our community. But that would take a lot of people working together in communities, coming together day and night, taking shifts if you have to say that this isn't going to happen anymore. And now here is a guy who has struggled a lot, and he had a strong faith and a strong belief in God. Now, what's going to happen to him? I mean, is he hopefully, I hope and I pray that he pulls through. I pray for his family. I hope he doesn't pray, or he doesn't pass in sin. I do, because he spent most of his life trying to find his way to God. He really did. He had a strong belief in Jesus Christ. And so it's a very sad situation. On Sunday, DMX family, friends, and even his fiance, kids, and many of his fans has turned out to see him at the hospital where he's still fighting for his life. He is reportedly at the White Plains Hospital in New York, where hundreds had showed up. I believe it was Monday for DMX. Many of his kids, his fiance, his ex-wife were all there. And the crazy thing about it is that a lot of hospital staff had even held their own vigil on Sunday evening, which I thought was pretty neat, very respectful. DMX ended up overdosing on Friday night, which ended up triggering a heart attack. He was resuscitated, efforts to keep him alive. Let's see. He was He was left without oxygen to his brain for nearly 30 minutes, resulting in very little brain activity. That's not good. I believe it was his attorney had came out and made a statement that he was off of life support, but then later retracted that statement, stating that he was, very sorry. He was misinformed, that he had not actually made it off the life support. Going 30 minutes without oxygen, that's to the brain, that's not good. And the reports, which are probably more believable, is that he's in a vegetative state. So yeah, it took me some time before I wanted to report on this, because it's just it's a very heartbreaking story, and anybody who has been following this man's life, they know what he went through. They know his struggle, and they know his spiritual struggles and his beliefs. And, but all I can say is I'm going to be praying for him. I'm going to be praying for his family. I have been praying for his family and for him, because this has to be hard on them. This has got to be very hard on all of them. And I ask that you guys also send out prayer for DMX and his family. Because he is in very grave condition, allegedly, from what I'm hearing. Let me see if I can find any updated news, but I think that let's see. I think that his condition is pretty much the same. They're reporting that it's not looking good, little brain activity after OD. Let's see. Here's one where it says that he had to reportedly, I have to say that he had to be revived 3 times. He remains in critical conditions. A new update on the rapper indicated that he had to be revived 3 times by medical personnel. according to ET. A source familiar with the situation told the outlet that medical staff tried to revive him twice in the house and revived him again in the hospital in White Plains, New York, the sources added. This is a very difficult time for the family. I'm sure we can imagine. DMX, real name Earl Simmons, was hospitalized on Friday after suffering a heart attack that reportedly may have been related to a DO. His family soon issued a statement on his condition. On Friday night, April 2nd, our brother, son, father, and colleague DMX, birth name of Earl Simmons, was admitted to White Plains, New York hospital facing serious health issues. The statement reads, "We ask that you please keep Earl DMX and us in your thoughts, wishes, and prayers, as well as respect our privacy as we face these challenges. Thank you," she says. Yeah, this is very sad news. Um, I think we just all keep waiting on updates to see how he's doing. Hi, Rhonda. How are you? We keep waiting on updates to see how he's doing, and unfortunately, there's just no changes for positive changes. So please, please, please keep him in your prayers, because we just keep him in your prayers. He needs another chance. Um, he deserves another chance. Thank you for watching.